Hello, hello. Welcome back to the PPM stream. So, PPM stands for Peterborough Plastic Modelling Group, which is in the banner bar at the bottom of the screen there. You see going by. So, if you're not sure, that's the Facebook group. It's a group that we run, and we put this Wednesday stream on, also on a Sunday as well, for them. And they get to post their builds if they want to show them on the Wednesday PPM in the gallery. So we do have a gallery tonight. I don't know how many's in there. I haven't checked. I think my right-hand man has got all that in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So rules still apply. No sexual innuendos in the chat. Also, no swearing, no bitching, no fighting.
It's all gouging.
What about sharpening claws on the back of Mark's legs? Is that allowed?
So we'll get into it then. So on panel tonight, as usual, we have Mr. Mark Spots.
Evening.
And we also have Uncle Bonky Ron.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
And we have The Price is Right, Mr. Alex.
Who?
And we have Mr. Meow, the answer cat.
Meow. Hello, folks.
We got good old McDonald's, Dave Max.
You got it.
Also, you got the old Mad Dog. So, so don't forget, please be courteous in the chat and also everybody on screen, as there are children watching this stream on PPM as well. They sit there with their parents and watch it. So if you could be quite mindful, we would appreciate you. So, if everybody wants to go lies down, I shall start reading the chat. So we've got Mr. Panther Cat in. He says, meow. Meow there, Panther.
Meow.
Meow.
Says, evening, Lindsay, panel and chatland. David Markey's in, and he says, evening, Lindsay. Evening, David Markey. Welcome in. He also says, evening, folks. He also says, hello, Panther. And we've got that Mr. Pink waving handed.
Hey, David. Hey, David.
It's good.
Mr. Screw and Glue. So welcome in. David Markey says, hello, David. How are you? Mark's Mods has put the Facebook group link there. So if you're not a member of the PPM and you do want to join, obviously you must be a modder. Send a request and we will see about getting you a membership. Membership is free. There's no charge for a membership. And also the group is private, not public. So David Markey says, hello, Mark. TBG's in. Hello there, James. Welcome in.
Hi, TBG.
Hey, TBG.
Hi, everyone. And Sir Maggie. David Markey says, hello, James. He also says, hello, Ron. He also says, hello, Alex. And hello, Dave. TBG says, yes, Dobby, I know what he's on about. He's warning me, and he's got a spanner here so he can do damage to me. TBG says, where's Sir Rag? Sir Rag says, hello.
How is that, looking at that, family friendly?
The channel mascot.
Also,
you're quite right there. Channel mascot.
Yeah. Also, we've got Trevor Shin in, and he says, hello, Pops, everyone.
Hey, Trevor.
Welcome in, Trevor. TBG says, hi, David Markey. David Markey says, hello, Trevor. And TBG has just put a link in there. So, yes. Not sure what the thing was. Always putting in something. Yeah. TBG says because Dobby says so. So, Star, that's the chat caught up with for now. So, we'll see what the boys are doing. So, first of all, we'll start from the end and we'll go to Mr. Ron.
I'll be carrying on with my civilians for the LOLO. I'll be try and finish these ones off now. And if I get a bit of time, I'll probably go on to the cargo truck as well.
Oh, cool. Nice one.
Thank you.
TBG says it's Panzer's Week. Yeah, so if you're not subscribed to Panzer, and take a look at his channel, see what you think. If you like what you see, give him a good old subscription. So thank you very much there, James. Okay, so we're now going to,
we've got a nice new young mascot, a nice clean rag.
nice clean flaggy.
Look, Mark, there you go. Look at that. There you go. A nice, a very smooth, clean raggy.
That is better.
Just to suit
Okay,
Mark.
so we'll see what Panzer Cat's got for us tonight.
Well, I will be continuing with the build of the Fujimi Viennetta car. It's a bit big, but I shall be continuing on with that, doing the engine block tonight. During the week last week, I managed to put the basic primer onto the Ferret, so that will be appearing out in galleries in the very near future. So that's what I will be doing this evening, carrying on with the engine block.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've got Go For It Painting in, and he says hello. Hello there, Daniel.
There you go for it.
And also Go For It Painting says hi, David. Hi, James. Hi, all. David Markey says hello, Daniel. TBG says hi, Go For It. So we will go to Mr. Mark's mod.
So I'm going to be continuing on this 172 Gloucester Meteor tonight and see how much I can get done with obviously having to do the gallery.
Cool, brilliant. It's been a while since we've seen that. Yeah, cool. Thank you very much, Mark. Okay, so we go to Mr. Dave McBills.
I'm going to be painting the Warhammer Sentinel in base Caliban green. That's what I'm doing tonight. The bottom part fell off before when I was spraying it black, but I'm glad it has in a way, so I can get underneath to paint it as well. So it's a blessing in disguise.
Basically, that's a Warhammer Chicken Walker. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go across to the youngest member here, Alex.
Hey, you. I'll be painting up a pair of Breachers. I have my reference model that I did the other day. And yes, adding some gore effects as well with a little bit of gore. Who doesn't love that? Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much, Alex. Okay. TBG has put Mark's Mods, his YouTube link in. So if you want to take a look at his channel, please do so. If you like what you see, give him a good old subscription. Same with Ron as well. That's Ron Beckman's channel, just gone in. So take a look at their channels and see what you think. If you see what you like, give him a good subscription. And Ron is live tonight at 9 p.m, aren't you?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Tonight or tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So what am I doing? Well, first of all, I had a delivery today.
Ooh.
I said to the person in question that bought me this for my birthday. Birthday's not yet, it's in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, it was very kindly bought for me by Mr. Sprue and Glue for my birthday. So, thank you very much there, Sprue. Much appreciated. And you bought me something I've always wanted.
A clean new raggy.
No.
Right.
7 of 9 figurine.
To be painted.
So It's a resin figure.
I'm halfway there then.
That's me 7 of 9.
What do we have here? TVGs has put Dave McBill's YouTube channel in, so
Thank you, TVG.
if you'd like to subscribe to him, it'd be much appreciated. So in this bag, we have, I recognise them legs anywhere, don't you?
Oh wow.
And this is her body.
It is a 7 of 9.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
definitely,
it
seven,
is.
definitely 7 of 9.
Definitely. Also comes with a panel messing around with.
Wow.
So it's 7 of 9.
I got it right.
Oy.
Just look at those.
I love to have the full size scale so I can pay.
Is that from Cosmic Scale Models, Linda?
No, it's not.
Ah,
No, it's not that. It's I don't know whether YouTube will jump on me for advertisements work. It comes from a guy called Model Shack. So if you want any 3D prints, give the Model Shack a look up. So yeah. So I'm going to mess about with this tonight, clean it up.
Oh, I bet you are.
I wouldn't mind running my fingers over this. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we know that, yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing.
Handle with care, Lindsay. Handle with care.
TVGs has put Dave McBill's channel in, and TVG says I think Bobby needs some alone time.
Yeah, you can turn off your camera for a minute, Lindsay. It's okay.
Okay, we've got Stephen Haynes models in. Welcome in, Stephen Haynes, and he says Mark,
Stephen.
Dave, Don, and Alex have come.
hi, Stephen.
So we'll just put that to one side. I just want to show you the progress on my Warhammer figure. So it's now getting there. Just put it
Be
on.
nice, that, Lindsay.
Obviously, there's still quite a lot of work to do. But yeah, she is now getting there.
Oh, wow.
Looks absolutely stunning, that, mate.
It's now getting there.
Nice legs.
Yeah. So I've
Not as nice as 7 of 9.
got to finish doing her face, do her hair, do her eyes, her lips.
Where'd you get that from, Lindsay?
It's one that Kyle Scale Modelling printed.
Oh,
And
right.
no, wrong. This is one JC printed for me. That's right, it's one that JC printed for me over a year ago, actually. So yeah, I mean, there's still quite a lot of detail to do around all this. But there's like little squares. They've all got to be painted white. Same all the way down here, around there, up there, and just got to touch bits up where it's got chip, where I'll keep handling it, and all down this pipe down here. I'm going to brush in a different colour and then do these ring parts in gold to match these other parts. But yeah, I think for my first time, it's not too bad. I've learnt a lot. I've got this to brush, dry brush in aluminium, because they're sewn these pipes in. But yeah, it certainly is a learning curve. I must admit, when I first started doing it, I wasn't too keen. But now I've sort of like got into it, and yeah, I do like doing resin figures. So it's onwards and upwards with them, I suppose. So after I've cleaned 7 of 9 up, I shall get back to painting this.
Lindsay.
Trying to get your hands on it, aren't you, Lindsay?
Oh yeah.
Lindsay. are you going to use Raggy on 7 of 9?
No, Panzer. No, don't go there. No, go
No
there.
need to go there. Stephen Lane's model says, hi, David Markey. Apple's in.
Hi, Apple.
So,
Hello, Atto.
Welcome in, Apple. He says, I knew it. At some point in time, Lindsay would get his hands on 7 of 9. Evening, Apple. Stephen Haynes says, hi, TBG. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Trevor Shin. TBG says, hi, Stephen Haynes. Also, Stephen Haynes says, hi, Go For It Painting. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Apple. We've got Carl Scale Modelling in, says, good evening, all. That's looking great. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Steve Haynes says, hi, Carl Scale Modelling. Apple says, evening, Stephen. Now dial up that address and see what resin kit you can come up with. TBG says, hi, Apple. Carl Scale Modelling says, Panzer, behave. We've got Dorkasaurus in. Welcome in, Dorka. He says, good afternoon, people. TBG says, Dobby's going to buff up 7 of 9. David Markey says, hello, Stephen. David Markey says, hello, Carl. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Dorkasaurus. David Markey says, hello, Michelle. David Markey says, hello, Apple. And yes, hello, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
sure.
Hello, Michelle.
We got caught up. Yeah, it's quite a good 3D print, actually. It's, yeah, pretty good. It's a good quality. Lost my son. Apple says, evening panel, James Dorker, David Markey and Carl. TBG says, hi, Carl Scale Modelling and Dorkasaurus. David Markey says, hello, William. So don't forget, we have got a gallery tonight, guys. So we'd like to post your builds before 8. If you've got anything to show, get it posted. It doesn't matter if it's work in progress or something you want to show on that you're going to build next. So, yeah, whatever. So, yeah. So I hope you've all been having a good day so far.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. Yes. You made Mark's day by showing Raggy, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Maggie.
He denies it, of course, but we can
Well,
tell by
yeah, he does deny it.
the glint in his eye, you can tell he loves Raggy.
He's especially waiting for Reggie to appear.
You know what? I keep saying to myself, next time it appears, just don't react. But every time I see it, I'm like, oh, God.
He's that in love with it.
Reaction is like, what?
TBG says, too many people are Googling images of 7 of 9. Dobby's fault.
It sounds like James is getting himself one as well.
I've got a beautiful picture of her upstairs on my computer.
No, I'll bet you have.
Yeah. I've got to print it off yet and put it in here.
I was about to say, I'm surprised you don't have it on the wall.
Oh, it will be going on the wall, don't worry.
On the wall,
Okay.
on the
Says the belly and spag bol, meatballs and chili sauce, apple juice, right?
Well,
Belly and bench. What is in your belly? What is your choice of beverage? And what's in on your bench if you're working? So, Max Mox, what did you have for your belly and bench?
I had fruit salad, nice coffee, and a Fanta, and yeah, I'm doing this aircraft.
Nice. What about you, Ron?
I had a curry and rice, chicken curry and rice tonight. Had a cup of coffee and I had a ice cream.
Ooh.
Yeah.
just the one ice cream or just the one tub of ice cream?
Washed down with pureed sesame.
I don't know. I can decide later. As to what.
Okay, Alex, what did you have?
Just some fish and salad, and I got a turkey in the oven right now, and it smells delicious. Oh, right, yeah. Water and preachers. Tower preachers.
What about you, Panda?
I had a cup of soup with a what do you call them? A macro fillets and tomato sauce sandwich with lettuce. My beverage is a lukewarm mug of coffee now, and that's it.
Dave Hatfield?
I had for my tea tonight. I had a chocolate shake, swilled down with a nice cup of hot lemon tea, and I'm working on the Sentinel.
So, me, I had chicken breasts, lots of puddings, loads of vegetables, stuffing, and gravy. That's what I had for my dinner today. And
You're making me hungry.
washed down with a glass of orange juice.
Either that or he was referencing 7 of 9 again.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
know what?
go
I help run some Facebook groups for Partworks, and the amount of fake Jerry Ryan accounts there is out there is unbelievable.
yeah, I bet. She's popular.
Wendy's not in them.
I'm not that obsessed. Okay, Apple says Hagen does, was it Ron? Dorcasaurus says, right now I'm eating dark chocolate mousse, Munch premium popcorn. TBG says belly cheese, sour cream sarnie, beverage water, possibly Airfix, bench Tamiya Flack, Merlin with trailer. Cool. Nice. Oh, I knew this guy. I knew that double was in it. Oh my god. That's minging.
Are you sure it's the dog and not Raggy?
No, it's the dog. Believe me, Panzer, it's the dog.
I'm less believing him now after seeing the rag.
Your answer to that, Trevor Sheen, is yes.
That's called a hunter's chicken.
Yeah. Oh, I love a hunter's chicken.
Bit of barbecue and melted cheese on top.
Oh.
I have news for you. It is not Hunter's chicken. It is Lindsay's chicken. Complete with bacon.
Well, I wish I had some air freshener in there.
Just get Raggy out and stick it in front of your nose.
That is just legal. It's so wrong.
The question would be, what are we fooded?
Hunter's chicken. Apple says, look at Lindsay, folks. Studying 7 of 9's form, trying to decide should he paint her in semi-see-through clothing. I could say about that, Apple, but I'm not going to.
It's almost a shame that it's a family-friendly stream, eh?
Yeah. If it was a really late stream, then yeah. It's hardly next to none cleanup on this. So nice, so good.
Okay.
David Marcus says only semi-apple.
The problem you have now, Lindsay, is what colour of spandex, sparkly spandex, are you going to be painting her? Blue, silver, brown, the red velvet?
You never know, Panzer. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Apple says, Alex, the amount of real photos I have sent Lindsay this past year would make your mind boggle. Exactly. TVG says, no clean-up yet, Lindsay.
Raggy was not needed so far.
No, not yet. Definitely nothing yet. highly recommend this guy's prints.
In general, or just that one?
In general, I think. I've not even looked at his website yet. But, yeah, just by looking what I've seen.
What's it called, Lindsay? And I'll search it up and try and put the link in the chat.
What I'll do, I'll take a photograph of the card, and then you can take it from there. Can you put that? I'll see.
It's always good for viewers to take a look.
There you go, mate.
Right. Just finish this, painting this, and I'll have a quick look.
There's a QR code on the back of the card as well.
Right. I should
Do you want me
just,
to send the QR code as well for you?
no, I should just need what it looks like, and I can probably take it from there. But if I do need it, I'll let you know in a sec. I'll just finish painting this, and it can dry while I'm looking. Oh, TVG's already put it in. Saves me a job.
TBG says no Panzer, that's Socky, but we don't talk about it. I'll have to let you know, Trevor. TBG's, yeah, put that guy's link in.
I am going to check it out myself now while I'm waiting for stuff to dry.
Some kids are playing with a drone outside.
A little bit of filling to do here. I'll just do where our arm is. Just a little bit of that there.
You could turn that into a seam on, because I think remember says that's one of the seams were on the spandex suits.
All right.
Check your references.
Try.
On the website, the kind of silver suit.
Silver with grey and black trim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be one of the seams then, Lindsay.
Yeah. Try to push it in a bit more. Okay, so we've got Gina's Crafts in. Hello there, Gina. Welcome in.
Hello, Gina.
And she says, good evening to all on panel and all in Chatterland. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Genus Crafts. And we've got our Lady Sam in. Welcome in, Lady Sam, down under.
Hi, Lady Sam.
Hey, Lady Sam.
Hello, Sam.
And she says, hi, Lord Lindsay and panel. Lady Sam says, hi, all in Chatland. Apple says, I fancy Lily Monster, 250mm scale. Apple says, hi, Gina and Lady Sam. David Barkley says, hello, Sam. Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Lady Sam.
Looks like there's been a lot of drilling over the models on that website, Lindsay.
Yeah. The guy ought to give me some discount, don't you? Out in his stuff. TBG says, hi, Genus Cracks and Lady Sam. Got 14 people in. Thank you very much. Let's close that gap up there. Nice. Make sure I can get round the paint. Don't forget, post your builds before 8 o'clock tonight, please. If you're not a member of the PPM, there is a link there in the description chat. If you'd like to join, just press on the link and take you straight to the group. Membership is free. could even get a weapon. And she holds that in her hand.
Assuming you haven't.
Nicely. Obviously, I can't put that on to start with. Yeah. I'll put something in a minute. Yeah. Apple says Batgirl is depicted in wrong colour suit and boots, but responsibly priced at 1/16. TBG has put the Facebook group in again. So, like I said, if you'd like to join, just press on that link, take you straight to it, send a request. Apple says, Lindsay, that site even does Warhammer figures. Well, I've got to take a look yet. So, I've not had time today.
I've had a quick look and it does diorama bits.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say because Dave Mack's here.
I can't fit anything else. How many diorama?
You'll have to do another diorama then, Dave, won't you?
No, because I've got no room.
Just build a new shed.
Oh, blimey, there's no room for another shed.
Build a new garden.
Well, the garden at the minute is 250 foot. And slowly shrinking with sheds.
Well, put the missus in one of the sheds and you take the house.
Yeah, problem solved.
Yeah, I'll tell her that after, Mark. I'll say it was your idea.
Oh, thanks.
Wow.
Hey, the more sheds you have in the garden, the less grass you have to mow.
Mm.
That's true, that, Mark.
And that, ladies, is how a man thinks.
To push this down a bit more and put some super glue in there. Bit of a gap there.
I love how we men are so simple.
Yeah.
Need more shed. Less
Yeah,
grass.
Boys and our toys.
Jono in, welcome in, Jono.
Hi, Jono.
Hey, John.
And he says, evening everyone. Apple says alternative Chimera tank turrets and attachments, Dave Mack. David Markey says, hello, Jono. Apple says, evening, Jono.
Actually, if I ever win the lottery, I'm going to get a big house with a 500-foot garden, and I can have as many sheds as I like. Or better still, get a 50-foot shed.
Blimey. Not getting small then, are you?
Oh, I can't go small. I've got to go big.
You could always buy an aircraft hangar.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think I'm better off buying an aircraft carrier.
Better idea, buy a 50-room mansion and you can have a room for each of your modelling genres. A room for Warhammer, a room for ships, a room for tanks.
Yeah. All on dioramas.
Well, the USS Nimitz is getting decommissioned next year, so you might have a chance.
I'll see if they can bring it here then. And put it in. Oh, where could he have it though? When it's close by. The only place I know is Liverpool.
Yeah, the closest.
Yeah, it's the only closest place. The trouble is, though, we'll get a load of scousers going on there.
Yeah.
Unless they get it well and truly alarmed.
You can't put it in Liverpool. It's too shallow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right, then it'll have to be Portsmouth. I'll move on the Nimitz. Hey, that's a thought. We could all move on it and do our bills in separate sections.
Have one massive diorama on the deck.
I was going to say, with Lindsay and his dog, the deck's reserved to him and the dog.
I think the dog will have to stay at home. Because if it stinks that bad, I don't want it coming on board. Sorry, Lindsay, but it has to be done.
So, dog has really got a bad rear end today.
I mean, I thought my cat was bad, but blimey. When I smelt the dog, it beats it.
Okay, let's just see where them bits go. Stephen Haynes says, hi, John O. Swift. $16 in, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Dieter in, and he says, greetings from tropical Belgium. Welcome in, Dieter.
Yeah.
Did you?
I think so.
Apple says 16 watchers, only 10 thumbs up. Come on, guys. Apple says, hi, Dieter. Let's see if we can get a maximum thumbs up tonight. Even those guys watching in the background, that's not in the chat. You got a device, you can log on to it. David Marcus says hello, Peter. I quickly went quickly through the group today. Hope I've got everyone. The people posting tonight in the last hour or so. I shall get to look in at your work and give it a nice thumbs up. Let's get a weapon. Should get her primed up tomorrow. Market says hello. Dieter says the new button 16. Appreciated, guys. Appreciated. The more chat we get, the more thumbs up we get, the more it promotes my channel and the PPM.
Which means more people get to see 7 of 9.
Yeah.
In Lindsay's trembling hands.
I wish you would have said that. I just milged.
Don't know where to put that arm on yet. Yeah, it should have something like that. Sure which way around that goes. I have to have a look at the slide.
It goes that way around, Lindsay, that you've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the picture.
Of course you did.
She's not there like that. Yeah, so she goes something like that. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
In fact, no, that's not correct.
No?
The base needs to be the other way around.
What, forwards?
Take that laptop off. Turn that base 90 degrees.
That way.
Yeah. And a bit more. Go again. The curve needs to be just, yeah, like that. Then put that laptop back on. No, other way.
That way.
Yes. No, other way. Keep going.
That way.
Like that. Yeah, that's correct. So her hand is actually touching the laptop, her left hand.
All right.
Hang on.
Are you going to do the purple outfit, Lindsay?
I'll have to have a look, see what outfit she needs. So, yeah. Might have to take a little bit off after all that. So, but yeah, certainly get used.
I've got to share my screen anyway, so because it's nearly 8 o'clock. But look at this, Lindsay.
All right, so she's actually. Okay, let's keep going.
And then if you go further down, you get to see the colour scheme that they've done her in.
Yeah.
Can you click on the colour scheme or make it bigger?
All it does is just do that.
All right. Okay.
That's not a bad price for it, is it?
20 quid, yeah.
But yeah, because you've got sort of their left hand on the laptop and the other hand holding the, I would presume, a phaser rifle.
Yeah.
I'm a bit concerned about what's on her waistline.
Well, I am, because it shows it there,
Yeah.
but when you see it on here, it's not there.
Yeah.
And I'm watching Voyager at the moment, and I have not seen a utility belt on 7 of 9.
Well, she never wore one.
No.
So, because I've got 2 parts to go on to the utility belt.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, Lindsay, I've never seen 7 of 9 with a utility belt. I wouldn't put that on.
Well, I'm not into being kind of correct with it, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. You don't want to be a rivet counter, but I think that utility belt will spoil it.
It breaks up the shapely outline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right.
Okay. Are you ready for gallery?
Yeah.
Okay, so tonight's PPM gallery, we are starting off with our Mr. Ken Ramers, who says, between last night and today, I finished up the Miss Deal Studio, from Revell. I dumped the multi-piece headers for a model together set out of my spare parts. So he's kit bashing again.
Oh.
Watch the gallery. Look at the gallery.
Look at that beautiful workbench there, Mark.
Yeah.
I've clicked off that now. I'm now looking at a nice clean surface.
That's nice, that is. I like that.
Mm.
Yeah. That's well presented, that is. Excellent. Excellent there, Glenn.
And there's his playlist. So, nice 110. Okay, so next is Ken again. Shot some colour tonight. Reshot the 57 Chrysler Dash and its steering wheel.
Well,
It's a nice color, like a blue-green type of.
yeah. It was like a
A pistachio ice cream colour.
yeah.
So, great work again.
Cool.
Okay, so this is Frankie Day, and this is the SS Andrea Dora, so 1956. He says, "Ahoy, Sir Lindsay and crew. I built this 50 years ago. Had it in loan at the Sea Ferries Maritime
Museum.
Yeah. San Pedro, California. Just finished cleaning her up. This vessel is rarely often modelled. The scale of 1:50 from Edward Weswa Model Plan Service, obtained from Abe Tubman Plan Service. It took me 7 years to build this beauty. I was in the Navy back then, built off and on, and for me, time started, it board ship, it in the Boston locker.
Bolton Lockerhead.
Yeah.
Bolton.
It boxed up, sent home. When I get out, I will finish the job over. Thank you, everyone, here on Sir Lindsay Modelling forum page for your views and comments.
Oh, look at that.
It's lovely. It's so big.
Yeah. I've actually seen that one previously because it's quite a while back. He was with International Modelers, Martin Lamont. And he was on there. It was like, wow.
That is beautiful.
Now at the bottom of the ocean, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a shame that. Hit by the Stockholm.
And she apparently, because they use quite thin metal, she's deteriorating very quickly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful model, that. Very well detailed.
Mm.
Nice, absolutely outstanding.
Well done, Frankie. It's a beautiful model.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Ken Ramers and trying to finish the chopped slant tee that Darryl started back last November at one of our build and bulls.
Wow.
I need me a pair of those. Yeah, lenses.
I have some.
Good there, Ken.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's what it should. Yeah.
Now that is some car.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, nice one, Ken. Okay, so this is Dieter with Vintage Aircraft Airfix build number 2 this year. After the RAF Rescue launch, now a 144 airliner, the interwar version of the 747 HP-42 Hercules.
Heracles.
Hey, it's Wednesday.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
That's real nice.
You'd think that were metal.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Mm. Nice one, Dieter.
Nice work, Dieter.
That's it.
Okay, so that was the link for Sunday's live stream. Better put a like on that one. Okay, so this is Mark Castle, and he says, just finished Tamiya's 148 BF-109 G-6.
Whoa.
Wow.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, blimey.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous bit of work, that is.
Mm.
Do you love the BF-109? It's one of my favorite planes from the war.
And that's
That's
right.
great.
That looks good. Okay, so this is Ken again. Between last night and this morning, I finished Daryl's chopped tea project. I just hope it passes the grade. Daryl was a way better builder than me. I still have the one tea bucket to finish. Problem with that one is I have no idea what his version was for that one.
Nice bench.
Yeah.
Like Lindsay's rag.
I'm sure there was parts on the bench.
That's nice.
I am learning to slowly phase it out.
That's not good.
That is beautiful. Well
I'm,
done.
I'm focused on the model.
Nice bit of kit.
Who's that? Yeah.
And there's his playlist.
Nice. Well done, Ken.
Okay, Ken Ramers again. Got a start on Daryl's tea bucket body. It's going to be done in a vision I have because I have no idea what Daryl had planned. I was going to keep it brown colour. Daryl painted it, but that did not happen. Somehow I got glue on the back of the body where it shouldn't have been. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
It's a shame, isn't it? That's all just their job on a resale, isn't it?
Mm,
yeah.
yeah, he's done it that blue colour.
nice colour.
Right, yeah.
And there's his playlist again. Okay, this is Alex saying, I realise I forgot to update you on my Pathfinders. I have now finished the squad and have built my next squad of breachers that I will be painting on Wednesday's PPM stream.
Blimey. Well done, Alex. That's excellent.
Yeah.
They were a lot of fun to paint.
I can imagine a very fine brush and all.
So is that the before and that's the after?
No, that's the Pathfinder squad done, and this is
right.
like the breachers with the big shoulder pads and everything. I'm working on
I
them now.
We're
I
certainly
know
going for
not
the game
the
of
Warhammer.
American football there with the big shoulder pads. Nice one, Alex.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the link for tonight's live stream. And next up, we've got Frankie Day, and this is 1956 Aurora P36 Peas
Pea
shooter,
shooter.
148 scale. I built this over 50 years ago.
Wow. Well, if I had a model back 50 years ago, it'd be long gone.
Yeah.
It's amazing it's still in good condition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Pretty sage. Wow.
I'd be surprised if I had a model from 50 years ago.
Look how straight them pin lines are.
Yeah.
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 There we go.
Well done, Frankie.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so it's Frankie Day again, and he says 1997 Ford Monogram TBD torpedo bomber. I had this kit since its release in 1974.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
feeling good, Nick? Oh, wow.
Yes.
There we go. Nice one, Frankie.
Nice one, Frankie. That's excellent work.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Mr. James Mower with work in progress Tamiya 135th SD KFZ 7.18 ton semi truck with quad AA gun. Just figures and detail left to do. Oh, and weathering and a trailer.
Wow.
That's cool. That is, James. Cool.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. Excellent.
There we go. Wow.
Nice work, James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
3 pictures there. Okay, so this is oh gosh,
Hey,
Hankin.
Ken Gurney.
Here can go. Yeah. Nothing really much said on this one. So I'm going to rely on the knowledge of Panzer.
Chinook helicopter.
It looks like something that you find in Afghanistan, where they use helicopters or bodies of helicopters on the chassis of vehicles that work and use them as buses. And there is a well-known image of a Mi-8 HIP helicopter body on the chassis of a Gas 66 truck. This will be based on it, I imagine.
That is excellent work. That man. I would have never thought of putting a Chinook helicopter on a chassis.
Cool. Okay, so this is Kit Bash. I'm turning my coffee table into a custom fun gaming table. Lots more to do on this huge project. Gonna get that done for 8 seconds.
I'm
Wow.
that has to be scratch built.
Kit
Use
Bash.
imagination, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Blimey.
Hang on, I have to go back to that one. There we go.
That is brilliant.
Wow.
It is.
There's going to be a lot of detail on that. Excellent.
Well done, Kit Bash.
Nice work, Kit Bash.
Okay, so this is Nicholas Johns who says work continues on the Golden Hind or Hind. All old paint now stripped and reconstruction of parts can now begin. Fit is not great, but not bad for a 60-year-old kit. Kit detail is fairly good, although fairly faint.
Wow, he's 60 years old.
Yeesh.
Kit's older than you, Dave.
Mm,
Nice. Yeah, it is. Only by a year.
just the 2 pictures. Okay, so this is Dita Airfix Vintage 144 scale, handling page HP-42G-AAXC Hercules, Imperial Airways, London, 1931.
Wow. Blimey.
It's one of those aircraft that you wish they would do in a bigger scale at 1/72nd.
Definitely. Can you imagine Terry getting all that working motorised?
Yeah, actually.
And there being two of everything on the clear sprue except the one piece that he breaks.
Heracles.
I'm
Nice
just
wee
thinking
detail.
4 blades coming at him at once.
Yeah. That is excellent work.
Okay, so this is Dave Mack with the, oh god, that's the Panzer
More bits.
Orbit 2000 completed, just needs painting.
Yeah, it's 135 scale. Got a big gun on it.
That is going to take some painting.
It certainly is.
My advice would be for you to get rid of the green lizard in your garden first, because you know that's going to have it knocked off that bench.
I think that's gone through all of them.
Yep.
Okay, nice one, Dave Mack. Okay, here's the refresh.
Well, that's it.
And that's
Wow.
it. No
Yeah.
build button after that. So thank you, everybody, for your gallery photographs. I'll hand it back to Lindsay.
Excellent.
When he stopped, when he takes his hands off 7 of 9.
I'm playing with their computer at the moment.
Oh, is that what they call it these days, eh?
Okay, so we'll go back to the chat. And I'd like to say thank you everyone for posting your builds in the PPM group. Much appreciated, and some fantastic stuff in there. Okay, Stephen Haynes Model says, hi Dieter. TBG says, I believe the utility belt was used when they were designing Jerry's costume, but it was dropped due to it being too constrictive, along with the silver catsuit as Jerry passed out wearing it. She could have passed out at my heart. It's been a lot better. TBG says, stunning liner. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. Build those. TBG says, cool. If Raggy got to watch, hang on, let's get this right. Cool. If Raggy got to Ken's bench, there'd be lots of baby breaks. TBG says, cool pea shooter. TBG says, cool buffalo too. We've got Plastic Monkey. Hello there.
What's it get?
Welcome in.
Evening.
TBG says, yes, the Afghans are huge fans of the Highwayman. TBG says, hi, Plastic Monkey. Plastic Monkey says, hi, James. Apple says, the Handley page is almost identical to what my dad and I built when I was about 5 years old. It went flying out the kitchen window and dropped 2 floors to the concrete. Oh dear. David Markey says, hello, Paul. David Markey says, hello, Sue. David Markey says, excellent work, folks, yes. Plastic Monkey says, hi, David and Stephen. Apple says, Dave Mack, how many of the crew are needed to clean the gun barrel after firing?
I have no idea.
Apple says, evening, Paul and Sue. So, Apple, the amount of stuff that flies out of windows in Scotland is unbelievable, isn't it?
Talking of things flying out of windows in Scotland, I noticed on the news today that the Oxford English Dictionary is hoachin with new Scottish expressions.
Yes.
Yeah. Hoachin is a word that we use in Scotland. It's now featured in the Oxford Dictionary as a squishy cream,
All right.
stewy.
I'm sure they're doing that so they don't want Scotland to become independent.
Is that what they do to their wives when they get fed up with their wives jumping out the window?
It's cheaper than a divorce.
Nearly clip my fingers to his face.
He'll do anything to get a touch of 7 or 9, won't he?
Yeah. Stay glued to wire all day long, mate.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have apart from with that, Lindsay?
What, it's 7 of 9?
Yeah.
So, she's looking good. She's looking good. Stick a bit of blue tack on that. Show everyone what it looks like built up. Okay. This is what she looks like built up. There you go.
Wow.
Cool.
It's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'll just put a bit of blue tack on her hand, just to stick it like that. Now, I'm not too sure whether I'm going to put these on yet, but it's got like openings for them to go in, so I think I'm going to have to put them on. I think so, not unless I actually fill the belt. You know what I mean?
You maybe want to sand off or remove the belt.
We'll see. Let's see. But yeah, that's what she looks like. Apple says my dad lost his rag with certain models, especially when it came to rigging, Lindsay. I find rigging really relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple of tall ships to build. It's in the stash, and I'm looking forward to building them. One's the Mayflower and the other one's the Victory.
Ooh.
So I am going to leave you guys for a minute because I'm going to go get this resin off my hands.
Leave 7 of 9 on the bench.
He'll be sleeping with it later.
Definitely.
I'm just saying, I like red shirts. I'm just going to go and get this.
I think Dave Mack's making refreshments for everyone.
Just cleaning my brushes. On my brush.
Huh? Oh, wow. Okay.
I was muted. Hey, Rob.
Yes.
Any get
Yeah, basically almost completed it. It's another year. Just a few more little bits to go on there and there. And basically the figures are all done. Ready for undercoating and getting sorted there. Can be fun. Yeah.
Oh, cool, Rob. Thank you very much. We've got Jeff White. Welcome, Jeff and Maggie. He says, a very good evening, guys. Apple says, Dave Mack saved that video from Kit Bash to copy his diorama. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Jeff, Light, and Maggie. Plastic Monkey says, hi, Jeff and Maggie. And good GP, it says, good GP race at the weekend. Right, see what Hans will do.
I'm continuing to work on the engine. I've got the upper cylinder head. So that I've also created the two, I believe, exhaust manifolds. There's two of them, one on either side, and the starter mechanism.
Cool, thank you very much.
So that's what I've got done so far today.
Here we go, Mark.
What I managed to do is I managed to put this back end on here, painted. I've got a couple more bits, so I'm just waiting to dry, and then they can go on. But I've also got the decal on the cockpit controls to do as well. So that's going to be fun because it's tiny.
Thank you very much. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Plastic Monkey. Apple says, hi, Jeff and Maggie. And Plastic Monkey says, hi, Stephen. Here, Dave Mack.
I'm just starting on the green on the legs here. I'm just waiting for most of this to dry now. I've took the gun off, which was a blessing in disguise. Just done this in lead belcher there and underneath there. So I'm just going to carry on doing these lights.
Did that build up nicely? Because I've got one of those.
Yeah, it did actually, Lindsay. It's quite easy to build.
Cool. So I won't have any problem with it when I build mine then, no.
No, you shouldn't have. I had no problem. As far as I can remember.
Thank you, Alex.
Just doing panel lines in the armor, because a lot of the armor is segmented. Oh, yeah, just panel lines with thin brush.
Oh,
We're
wow.
getting there.
Thanks very much. Well, thanks, maybe. Okay, Stephen Haynes says, Plastic Monkey, don't forget the wife's birthday on Saturday. Ooh, the wife's birthday.
Ooh.
I don't see you, Sue. Happy birthday Saturday. David Markey says, hello, Jeff and Maggie. Plastic Monkey says, thanks, Stephen. Laugh out loud. All sorted. Can't forget her birthday. She'll hang you dry, Paul.
How are you finding that emulator, Lindsay?
Yes, I quite like it actually. It's yeah,
It's good build, isn't it?
yeah, it is a big build. I had much time to do the work on it this week because backwards and forwards from the hospital. So I'm back in there on Friday. So I'm hoping I can get a couple of hours in tomorrow on it. And I love it still. But other than that, yeah, it's a lovely kit to work with.
It is. Very easy to put together.
Yeah, people don't know what the immolator is. It's this one.
Mm.
Beautiful kit. And there's plenty of detail on it.
Yeah, I'll just. So that's what I'm doing on a live stream. My stuff for my Razorback still hasn't turned up yet.
Oh,
Should have been here yesterday.
delay in the post for the sounds of it.
It was coming by Irving.
Okay. Say no more.
Jeff Light says all three races were good, but the MotoGP itself was excellent. It's getting interesting between the two riders. Plastic Monkey says story behind it. I forgot the wedding anniversary. Oh, wow.
Oh dear.
Oh, wow.
It's guaranteed dog box department, that is.
So if it doesn't turn up tomorrow, then I'm going to have to start emailing. Could be going for my money back. Yes, it says on the email it's up there. Where else? It's all in place. But yeah, it hasn't moved. Apple says, Paul, just put it down to early dementia and hope that Sue understands. Plastic Monkey says, yeah, it is Jeff. Yeah, it's only second time in 10 years that I've had a problem with it. They're normally pretty good here. Yeah. Too many undesirables working for them. Jeff White says, so are you in the kennel, Paul? Is it the tugger? Dokey, dokey, doke. Must really get on with this graph sampling. It's come to a grinding halt again.
Again? Why?
Yeah. Just ain't had time for it, mate, to be honest.
All right.
Need a good day at the bench just to probably do about 5 or 6 pieces.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. Plastic Monkey says this happened 12 months ago and I'm still being reminded. That by your friends or by Sue.
But the beauty of it is, it's not a mistake you're likely to make twice, is it?
No, that's it, isn't it? Apple says, talk about late delivery. DHL just delivered to Celia a Kobe A10 Warthog. Plane that's never been retired. Because didn't they just, not so long ago, they did a big upgrade on them, didn't they? The Warthog.
Yeah.
They're hiring it now, though, with the Trump's administration.
David Markey says, "Oh dear, Paul, you'll always be in trouble now."
Yeah.
So what are they? Their fifth generation fighter? Fifth, sixth?
No, I think it's the hog itself is a third generation, I think.
Oh, yeah.
The third gen, yeah. They still use them in the Iraq War.
Yeah.
I'd almost say a fourth generation.
No, it's third gen. It's third gen apparently.
I'm thinking with all the upgrades and everything to.
Oh yeah, the upgrades. Yeah, definitely the upgrades will put it up to possibly fourth gen then.
Yeah, fourth gen.
Yeah.
Stuff like the modern F-15EXs, they're 4.5 or 4.5 gen, and then you have F-35s, F-22s that are 5th gen.
Fifth gen, yeah.
I don't know much about aircraft, so.
I fly a little bit of flight sims now and then. It's a lot of fun.
What you say, Alex?
I do fly on a little bit of, or on a few flight sims every now and then.
All right.
Do combat flight sims.
Anything on the field that flies or Warhammer gunships?
If you ask me about ships, not too bad, but yeah. You ask me about Titanic, I can answer you hands down.
Yeah.
Mark's entirely fulfilling.
I enjoy the subject.
Did you ever collect that Oh, they brought out that book with a cardboard build-up of Titanic.
That foam board stuff.
No, it's not foam board. No, it's actually like a paper cardboard.
I know there was a 3D model you could do of it, and I did do that, but it didn't last very long because it wasn't really that great quality.
Yeah, because it was like a book,
Mm.
and it had this cardboard Titanic that you build up inside it. Apple says Titanic, Mark, it sank. Gareth Painted says hello. Jeff Light says hi, Daniel. Apple says hi, Daniel. Go for it. Go for it says hi, Apple. Go for it says hi, David. I still see they're banging on about that Titanic too.
Oh, no.
You always see that.
Australia.
Yeah, that million hours.
That'll never happen.
It's the last update that's going to start building it next year and it'll be ready for 2027.
Wishful thinking by the sounds of it.
It's just a pipe dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go for it says hi, Paul. Go for it, Peyton says hi, all.
I mean, it's like that one the Chinese are building for a theme park. It's just come to an abrupt end. It's just a rusting hulk now.
Yeah, it is now.
Yeah.
It says hello, Daniel.
And I bet they've got some of the specs wrong as well. What did you say, Mark?
What's that, sorry?
The Chinese doing that Titanic, I bet they got some of the specs wrong.
It's the Chinese. They'll just do it as cheap as possible, won't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They just have to wreck everything that's historical.
yeah, they do.
Probably had an iceberg thrown down the side of it, punctured the hole.
I mean, what's the point in starting on a project if they're not going to finish it? I won't be surprised if it's Will the Mike helping them.
It probably got stalled during 2020.
Yeah, I think it actually did stall during the pandemic, didn't it? It never started
They
again.
ran out of money.
The problem is, it would never be identical to the Titanic, and the reason for that is modern ship now. They said what they'd have to do is add an extra deck onto the Titanic in order to house the lifeboats that they need to have now by law.
Yeah.
So, and it'd just look all wrong, basically.
Was that
And
the
then,
Australian one?
the one that they were supposed to be building to sail, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
cannot
because I've
sail-
seen a picture of it and where the lifeboats are, it doesn't look right.
precisely, so they can't sail it without putting in that extra deck for the modern lifeboats.
Plastic Monkey says hi, Dan. Apple says that's an idea. In southern China, there is a high-rise city that is completely empty and send them our immigrants. Yeah, I've seen a documentary on that where there's these cities, completely massive cities,
Yeah.
and there's nobody lives there.
Mm.
I don't know why they build things if they're not going to finish them.
Oh, it's all finished. It's just that nobody lives there.
Yeah.
So in Huddersfield, we've got two buildings, brand new. Well, they were brand new. They're about 5 years old now. That was built as student accommodation. Massive, huge two buildings. And when they completed them, nobody could move into them.
Oh.
And that was because of Grenfell Tower. The
Ah,
same cladding that was on Grenfell Tower is
It's
on
on
these
there.
buildings, and they can't do anything with them. They can't sell them or anything unless they can afford to take off the cladding.
either that or tear them down.
It's a complete waste of money, waste of time, waste of land space.
Yeah.
Only one thing for it then is demolish them.
So they finished them, all about to go for it, to get them ready to let out to students. And then Grenfell Tower happened.
Looks
And
like
now
I
they're
can
just
see a big
sitting there
demolition
going
job.
to rot.
I can see a big demolition job coming up.
So like we all say in Huddersfield, biggest waste of money ever. They must have cost millions to build and they can't do anything with them.
Alex is froze.
I'm back. How to take the turkey out of the oven, or the turkey leg.
Oh, your actual camera's froze, mate. From where you was from that when you were sat at your bench last.
Oh yeah, it has frozen. Oh no, it's going now. Camera are you using, Alex?
It's just a little webcam. It works fine everywhere else. I'm assuming it's just connectivity issues from Sweden to over there.
Could be. Even though StreamYard is web-based, so there shouldn't be a problem.
But there's still an issue of ping,
Yeah.
and if it's peer-to-peer, then that means Lindsay would be hosting all of our cams, and so if I'm further away, mine will be slower.
Yeah.
So it's Lindsay's fault.
Always my fault.
No, it's Raggy's fault. No, I can't blame Raggy.
Remember, Lindsay, you can't feed Raggy after midnight, you can't get it wet, and you can't give it direct sunlight.
But it's not midnight yet. So it can still. Yeah.
I don't think Raggy's ever seen sunlight.
I'm surprised he even gets sun in England.
Yeah.
I thought it was a mythical thing for you.
Jeff Light says, "What on earth are you building, Panzer? It looks like a car."
It is indeed, Jeff. I am building the. Let me get this thing out. It's a lot easier. Oh,
Was it the Veneno?
Yes, it's the Viennetta ice cream car. Veneno. I was challenged to build this by another modeler a couple of years ago, and due to work commitments and various other things, it's been stuck on the back corner. And the idea was to build outside your comfort zone, and cars are well outside of my comfort zone. So
Is that all pre-painted, Panzer?
No. This is it. It's just white and black plastic.
Right.
I've got a fair idea that because it was, I don't know if it's a concept car or one of these expensive super sports cars, but apparently there's only been 7 of the real things made, which makes it a real canvas to do any paint scheme on. My original thought was to do it as a barn find, all rusted out, but I don't believe it's made of metal.
Oh.
It could be maybe all carbon fiber inside. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do that without spending an arm and a leg, because I'm an armour modeler, not a car modeler. There's no point in me buying vast amounts of aftermarket accessories to start this thing up when I'm only ever going to do it once.
Lindsay, I'm going to do a cow. It's exactly 6 months till Christmas.
Yeah, 6 months.
It is indeed, yes.
Apple says, by the way, Lindsay, is Roxy speaking to you yet? Or has she still got the hump? No, she's my friend now. She wants to be my friend. Apple says it's fiberglass Panzer and carbon fiber.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Light says, that's what I thought, Panzer, totally out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. And this is the reason why I'm building it on the PPM stream, because I can only work on it when I'm on the PPM stream. So
Nice. About 5 minutes, guys.
well, I set out to build the engine and the engine block and the bay components, and I've actually succeeded in doing that.
Yeah, so don't forget, we're live again with the PPM on Sunday, 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. I shall be going back to the HMS Dreadnought. Not sure that Mark will be building, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of a panel.
I'll try and get back on Sunday from Peters.
Yeah,
Are you dreading the Dreadnought, Lindsay?
very dreading the Dreadnought. It's in photo etch stage.
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
the great stage, the great one of all.
I shall try and get a stream in as soon as I can on a single screen, but it's like I said, I'm a little bit pushed this week. TBG says ambush camo panzer. Apple says must have cooled down at Dave Max as he has stopped wearing his tropical shirt.
I've got another 42 upstairs.
Sure.
I just love Hawaiian shirts.
Same here.
Nice. So, okay, so I hope everybody's enjoyed themselves on panel tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mark for coming in, Ron, Alex, Panzer, made my builds. I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for coming along. It's always nice to see you.
And don't forget Raggy.
Oh yeah, reggae as well. Yeah. Special one for Mark.
So, like,
Look.
Mark, look, there you go. That's a clean raggy. There you go.
so like I said, yeah, thanks for everyone for coming in. It's nice to see you all. Thank you very much for the PPM members for coming in or dropping by. And for those people in the background that's watching the stream, if you've got a device and you like the stream, please give it a good thumbs up. Let's see if we can hit about 20 this week. So 20 or even 30, more the merrier. So
When
it's
do you
like
do at the moment?
back on Sunday for the Sunday PPM. But there's no gallery on a Sunday. We don't do it on a Sunday. So, yes.
Yeah.
Apple says, yes, good show as usual and a new modeler to work with. Cheers, Lindsay. And David Marquis says, thank you for a great stream. You're welcome, guys. So if you're not subscribed to any of our channels, please take a look. And if you like what you see, give us all a sub and push the notification bell, and you get to know when we're going live. Subscription is free, the same it is with the PPM group. So, yeah. TPP says Dobby needs some alone time with 7 and 6. Yeah. So on that note, say goodbye, everyone, and see you all soon. Thank you very much, TBG, for doing admin work.
Yeah.
Nice of you
Bye.
to do that. And
Bye now.
Everyone.
we'll say
Bye.
goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
And thank you to David Markey as well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.